In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to use a Tristar tester. Tristar tester is great for dead on arrival devices to confirm whether or not the Tristar cluster of trips and power rails is damaged or not. So let's go ahead. We're going to plug it in to this first iPhone. This is an iPhone 11 Pro Max. It is powered off. It must be powered off in order to use this tester. You do turn it on right here. It has a charge port in the back as well as a replaceable battery if it becomes necessary. So we'll set this out of the way and we're going to go ahead and plug it in. It plugs in right at the bottom. I'm going to zoom in so you can see. So right here you can see it has device connected. You have the option to test or quick test. Quick test is just a little bit quicker of a test. We're just going to do the regular test. The first test it runs is testing for the presence of a dock flex, which is your charge port. It's just testing to ensure that there is a charge port there. If you don't have a charge port, it will not function. So now it is testing the Tristar slash Hydra. Each rail should only take a couple of seconds, and as you can see, it's jumping the numbers is very quick. These tests should be 30 seconds maximum. If it is any longer than that, that can be a red flag to you that the Tristar is bad. So this is going through pretty quickly. Now we are testing for battery presence. Once again, this is testing for the presence of the battery. It is not testing if it is good or bad. So this is stating that we have a missing or unsupported battery, but we're not testing for that right now. We're simply testing for the Tristar. Looks like everything is good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit more because it said pass, and it shows you each of the Tristar location of the power rails and everything, and each of them have passed. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, disconnect, and we'll plug it into this next one. This one here is an iPhone 6S. On this device you can see it is all here all together. So we've got our battery. Let's go ahead and get that situated. We disconnect, plug in our battery. So we have the battery, we have the charge port all connected. Let's close this, plug it up, and hit test. So this test now is going to do the same exact thing as it did before, testing for the dock flex, which is the charge port, just testing for the presence. Now we are testing the Tristar and the Hydra. As you can see, it is kind of stuck on this. At this point, it should have continued on past this, and it is still stuck at the 7% of the test. Finally has moved on some, but once again, we are getting stuck. Anytime it's taking this long for a test, that should give you a little bit of a heads up that there is probably an issue with your Tristar. Bumped a little bit, now we're going. There we go, finally. Now once again, it is testing for the battery presence, not necessarily good or bad, just testing for it. And that's an error. Okay, my Tristar has failed. Remember, the dock connector and battery we're not that worried about. We're worried about the pass or fail at the top. If you click more, you will see that this failed on almost everything but this one section here. Okay, and these letters and numbers that you see when it flashes, those letters and numbers that you see are good information to pass on to a micro solderer for them to be able to repair the Tristar situation for you. This will save a lot of time and prevent you from trying new batteries or charge ports and things to be able to repair devices that are dead on arrival.